my Discord screen to come up. I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
shut my
not good.
phone down and start it back on.
All right, no worries.
Hey,
All right, cool. So it looks like I got it up. Stream is gonna be available, and I will post the link once you guys are ready.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's gonna be cool. Cool.
All right, so we got. Oh yeah, we're gonna. He said he's gonna try to turn his camera sideways, right?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
cool. I should probably turn my TV down since everybody can hear it, especially since this is like the 9,000th time I've watched the Fast and the Furious. Tokyo Drift too, not the regular one. Like, gotta be Tokyo Drift.
I actually haven't seen it.
Whoa, whoa, Hector, whoa.
Yeah.
video. I want to see. Is there a way I just want to make this one bigger?
All right, let me see. I am going to have so many windows open because I don't know. I don't know what 90% of these cards do. It's kind of funny, right? It's like, yeah, let me enter this tournament. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. What does that do? I can't read it.
All right, I think I'm ready. If you guys are ready.
Hey,
All right.
so your actual screen is rotated.
It's
Yeah, I'm not sure
rotated.
why.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not the camera. It's your actual screen.
yeah.
Are you using your cell phone?
I am.
Is there a way you can flip your camera portrait mode while you're recording?
I
Like
think
in
I have it in portrait mode.
or
Let me look.
what's the other one?
That's not the right one. Um,
If not, then we'll work with what we got. Because this is the way you've been doing it like the whole tournament, right?
yeah, sometimes it doesn't flip. Sometimes it does, and I'm not sure what the difference is.
Okay. Well, as long as
I
we
think
can.
it.
Oh, there.
There it goes. Beautiful.
Don't touch it anymore. Well, I gotta get.
Good.
You can jack it up. There we go.
All right. Just make
Can you
sure
just?
we
Yeah.
make sure we
Uh huh.
keep your hand in view. That way, C stacks
Right.
won't come after you.
Right.
All right. So let me post
And
the
also,
link.
is it actually possible to zoom out?
Uh, maybe.
Yeah.
He did a manual zoom. He moved the
Great.
whole
Great.
camera.
Yeah. Actually, that's great.
Oh. Oh, you're gonna jack it out.
All right. So do you guys prefer me to mute you two and me commentate without them hearing you, or would you prefer to uh to have them hear your voices as well?
Probably. I think it's better when they don't. When they just hear the
Yeah.
comments.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna mute you guys. Let me just double check to make sure. I can mute you both. Hector, mute. Earl, mute. Okay. Give me a test talk, you guys. I want to see if I hear you. I sure don't. All right, so you guys are ready. Let me make sure the stream can't hear you. Can you guys test again? They cannot. All right, so they are only hearing my voice. Guys, I apologize. My voice sucks. Actually, Pat, if you want to go ahead and unmute yourself, you can hop in here and we can chat about it a little bit. Or sit there and look cute, whatever works for you. Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, everybody! Thanks for tuning in for a Mother's Day tournament. These guys obviously care about their cards because Mother's Day is a real thing. And in all honesty, I don't think I would have played on Mother's Day. I'm kidding. Versus his life. So today we're gonna be doing the second match in in our bracket. It is our team Let's Get Dangerous versus Team Buckeye. We have Hector representing Let's Get Dangerous. My man Hector is running Doctor Doom. Um, and for Team Buckeye, we got Earl, and he's running Crimson Cowl. Now, the deck lists are open, they are available. If you are part of the Quarantine Cups Discord, then you can go in and follow their deck list along with me. I haven't played this game in a while, so I'll be trying to do the best play by play I can. Let's see. Yes, I will mute myself in the Discord. My apologies, guys. All right. So I muted myself on Discord. I don't think you guys can hear me anymore. If you can hear me, I apologize. My voice is kind of sexy. Let me just double check this to make sure they can't hear me. All right. So they are ready. They're shuffling up right now. They're making sure that, yep. So they're shuffling up right now. And honestly, this is a winner go home situation for our team, Hector. Uh, as you guys saw in my last stream, Kingpin definitely did not feel like taking over the world when I was piloting him. He just got smacked around time and time again. But you know what? It's okay because Hector got this. I believe in him. We all believe in him. So it looks like they're going for turns right now. Looks like Hector rolled a 9. High roll. Oh, they're doing for special cuts. Special cuts. My apologies, guys. I can't hear anything. So what we see right now is we see Hector is really gonna go full force into trying to get Senator Kennedy, and we know that Crimson Cow just has so many options when it comes to stopping anything and everything you're trying to do when it comes to gaining life, uh, trying to dodge wounds, trying to fade a couple of things. But you know what? I'm pretty sure both of these guys have tested really well. They're really prepared for this match. And on top of that, both of their moms are cooking dinner, and I cannot wait because if Hector wins, I am over there. Uh, I also have Pat coming in too. He's not. I can't hear him right now. He might be typing in the chat a little bit, or he might just be watching because we support our teammates. And again, thanks for joining, everybody. Really appreciate it. I tried to get Bert on here so he can help us out with some commentary, but he said, "Nah, it's Mother's Day," and then he shut me down. I sent him a couple of nudes too. I wonder if he's gonna pay for them anytime soon. I kind of need the money, man. OnlyFans isn't working right now. You know they tax the hell out of OnlyFans, but you know what? Let me get off of that. So it looks like they're both going through. Is Hector gonna? Oh, it looks like Hector got his hand ready. He's ready to go. He said, "I got this, 100%. Turn one kill. Don't ask us how to do it because we forgot." Looks like Earl he mulliganed. He's getting his hand now. Got to stick with it no matter what. All right, guys. Good luck to both of them. Everybody watching the stream, thanks for the support. You do not have to like and subscribe. I'm doing this because I like it. Looks like Crimson Cow's going first. Starts off with the nice little vowel jungle in there, and he hit the out of time immediately. Immediately. Hector's drawing 2 for his turn. We obviously know that Doctor Doom is not supposed to be there. My man's is out of time. There we go. So now we're seeing Hector has a couple of options. You know, I know that he wants to start up real quick. He sets I think that was an Avengers mansion right there. Sorry, school for the gifted youngsters or whatever you want to call it. And he pulls out a Sentinel. You know, Sentinel on turn 1 is pretty spicy. You know, if you start striking those Sentinels early, later on in the game, if a wall comes up, you're gonna be sitting there kind of hurt. So it looks like Doctor Doom comes back in the front row, sitting next to us, and no Crimson Cowl is going to set up in the back row. Crimson Cowl sets his wild down. He said, "That's right. I'm ready for anything. You and me, one-on-one, mano-y-mano." Looks like he's going to out of time again. Wow, he's coming hard, making sure Doctor Doom stays off the field. Setups, no setups happening whatsoever. If you're going to set up, you're not going to do it while I'm watching you. Hector draws for his turn, sets his nice wild for Doctor Doom whenever he can get back to the field, surveying his hand, making sure he knows what the best move is for himself right now. And we see another Sentinel come down. This Sentinel is he's got one of each on the field. He's got a executive type and an alpha combat unit healing program. You guys know what I'm talking about. Don't worry. This is my first time commentating this game for like the last 3 years. Real talk though, shout out to Stacks, man, for getting everybody together, running this tournament online. You know, it's pretty cool. Give me something to do while I was sitting on my butt, not doing anything else. So Hector Surf, I think he recruits another Alpha Combat unit. I can't tell the keywords that he got on him right now, but I'm pretty sure Hector says that I have 2 geniuses on the field. We'll let it slide because, you know, let's get dangerous. Crimson Cowl comes back. He's coming back in the support row. Dr. Doom comes back. He says, "I am here, face first. Come see me." Uh-oh. Misplay. Don't worry, though. We didn't see that. Earl sets a face down. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody saw that. And he recruits Frank. Oh, nope, that's not Frank. See, guys, I told you I'm horrible at this game. Yeah, that's Frank Drake. That is Frank Drake. So Frank Drake, he is an inventor. He needs a yellow in order to invent something. And he's a 3-drop with range beat stick, saying that I'm gonna come see your guys face to face no matter what. He is on a defenders team too, so you know they probably have some tricks. Looks like they're discussing combat tactics right now. Moves Crimson Cowl to the front, making sure to protect his nice little 4/4 range beat stick back there. It looks like Frank Drake is going to be swinging into an executive unit. So that means that Frank Drake can no longer strike the executive units. I could be saying the wrong one. Nope, it's the Alpha Combat unit. God, see? Oh, wait, they're all Alpha Combat. Guys, I need somebody in here that knows what they're talking about because it's not me. All right. So Frank Drake and Crimson Cowl both cannot strike that type of Sentinel anymore for the rest of the game. Now, that might be good, that might be bad, we don't know, but guess what? Dr. Doom is on the field. There is no more out of time, and Dr. Doom said, "Let's get this party started." Sets another school of gifted youngsters. I attended that school. I was there for 1 year. Me and Beast got along really well, but he started stealing my underwear, man. It's real weird. So it looks like Hector's going to go ahead and flip over his wild. He's going to invent something from his invention pile. You do not have to show. You definitely do not have to show that invention, which is great. I did not know that. I was asking opponents to show them, and they were laughing at me. I felt some kind of way. All right, right now, Doctor Doom is just sitting there looking menacingly, saying, "I don't care what you say. I'm here to win. I'm taking over. You're gonna be my minion." And it looks like the machine does come out. I'm assuming he's picking one less. Uh, the guys cost one less to recruit. He recruits another Sentinel, which comes out with two counters on it. So now the Sentinel is a 3/3. Sentinel was for free. So technically, he still has 2 resource points if he wants to go ahead and shutter something out. He pulls out another Sentinel. He's building up his Sentinel wall right now. That Sentinel is for free. That Sentinel does not have any counters. And here we go. We got Kelly in the back row, everybody else in the front row, and we're daring Crimson Cowl to come see us. Looks like Hector is sitting and making sure his formation is correct. He's contemplating life. He's putting all his trust in the senator, and he understands that senators lie all the time. But hey, it's their job, and our job is to make sure that they tell the right lies so we can get better taxes. It's probably not going to happen, but we'll see what happens with this one. So Crimson Cowl realizes what's happening, realizes that he has to go to court with this senator, starts his turn. Earl surveying his hand, seeing what he can do, seeing if he has any options to stop this guy, knowing that both Frank Drake and Crimson Cowl cannot strike that 3/3 that's sitting up there in the front. They can go after the other Sentinels, they can go after Doom, but the real threat here, we know, is Mr. Senator Kelly. So Hector's taking notes. He's writing down what the other Sentinels have, because they also gain the keywords of the other Sentinels that are in the Cowl pile. I can't read his handwriting because Hector should be a doctor. They all have horrible handwriting, but here he is playing versus, and we respect that because we needed a third team member anyway. All right, so we know who that is. That is Mr. Discard Your Hand on turn 4, and I hate him. Everybody hates him. Super Giant came in, so it looks like he's searching for a one-of-a-kind equipment. He picked up the Serpent's Crown. Serpent's Crown came to work early. He wanted to make sure he showed up and clocked in. Ooh. Shuffling the rest into the deck, making sure he gets a good shuffle. Hector's rolling the dice to give him his special cut. That's how we're doing the special cut in the online tournaments, because we can't actually reach through the computer and grab somebody. If you could, I think there would be a lot of different kids playing Call of Duty. Just saying. So Earl does his special cut. Super Giant makes Hector discard his entire hand. He discarded a dagger, a second Senator Kelly, and a boomerang. So now Hector gets to draw up to 3. Boom, boom, boom. He checks his hand, understands that he has different options from the last turn, obviously with a new hand. And now we have Crimson Cowl and Frank Drake and Super Giant ready to go hard in the paint. So Crimson Cowl is sitting here looking all menacingly. I would be kind of weirded out if somebody was walking around, the whole face covered. You know what? COVID. Never mind. Never mind. Go ahead, Crimson Cowl. Ahead of his time, obviously knew that this was coming. So robot, he probably sees the future a little bit. I always wonder, if you could see the future, why don't you just play the lottery like 8 times? You know what I'm saying? Just in a row. Is there a rule that you can't win 8 times in a row? I mean, I'd be setting history all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Looks like Crimson Cowl is getting ready to just say, you're a robot just like me. So I'm gonna punch you in the face and send you to the KO pile. Now Crimson Cowl can no longer strike either one of the Sentinels, so this is going to be interesting moving forward. And then we got Supergiant striking. I think he struck the same one as Crimson Cowl. Let me just double check. I can't see the KO pile that well, but it looks like the executive type is what Crimson Cowl, and then Frank Drake struck the other. So Frank Drake nor Crimson Cowl can strike any type of Sentinels. Senator Kelly gains his health counter, so now he has 1 health counter on him. And Hector just drawing for his turn, trying to see what he can do here, what options he has. He knows he has to survive this turn. This is the all important turn for him. Can he do it? Looking through his hand, he gets a yellow. Surveying his options, trying to see. He knows it's do or die right now. If Hector loses, it's GG for Team Let's Get Dangerous. You know, we like to live on the edge. We take risks, we take chances. We want to make sure everybody knows we are here to stay unless Hector loses. So Hector said, I'm coming out with Ultron. Boom, it's 1 cost Ultron, hits the field, and he's like, I'm here to stay. Boom, Sentinel, draw a card, and he's free. Put it in your hand. You should have looked at it first, Hector. You should have been like, yeah, this is me. Hairy arms and all. What you got? So it looks like he has 4 protectors in front of Kelly. Crimson Cowl and Frank Drake cannot strike either one of the Sentinels. So either one of them would have to go after Doctor Doom and or Ultron. And we have Mr. Discard your hand on turn 4. Best guy in the world. Oh, looks like Hector is still going in. Hector said, hold the phone. I have more tricks. I'm going to invent something else. Let's see what Hector pulls up. Actually, we probably might not even see that this turn. We'll see what happens. Hector's mulling over his hand. He's thinking all his options. He remembered we tested about 20 minutes ago. It's why I'm actually tired. This man kept me up all night saying, let's run the numbers, run the numbers. I know you're an accountant. Open Excel. He was right. Crimson Cowl says, I draw for my turn. We got Earl. He's surveying his hand, trying to see if he has an out, trying to see if there's any way he can get to Senator Kelly. There is no give in this man. He has said, I am here. Ultron is inevitable. Sounds like he stole that from somebody, doesn't it? Could have swore I just saw a movie about that. It's like a blockbuster hit. People were like popping up out of everywhere. On your left. Anyway. Earl says, don't worry, I have tricks too. Let's make this work. So I can't see who that is. Is 5 drop something? Let me check his list. Looks like that is Thunderball. Let me just double check to make sure, because I cannot see properly. Well, funny enough, that's not on the TCG browser, and that's the only thing I got. So, got a 5 drop, 5/5, 2 wounds, no flight, no range. I can't see his keywords, but we are looking at Earl trying to see who can strike who. Looks like they're now going over what keywords Sentinels have and who struck which Sentinels. And right now, looks like Earl is trying to figure out how he can get through his defenses. Can he break through the row? Is it possible for him to get to Senator Kelly? Now, if he was level 2, he would have a lot more options. But right now, it looks like all he has is 1 red. He might be holding something crazy in his hand. We don't know. And that is the power of surprise, people. So right now, what I'm seeing on the field is I see 4 attackers, 2 of which cannot strike either Sentinel. I see Crimson Cowl, who looks like he has to go after Doom, if anybody, or maybe the 5 drop has to go after the Doom. Actually, you know what? This will be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who's trying to come in here. Who's trying to come in here? Looks like 5 drop went after Doom. He said, I don't care. You're still level 1. I'm going to smack you up anytime, any day. Doom said, no worries. I take that. You got to lose some to win some. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like Earl is surveying the board, trying to figure out who can go next. Now he has Frank Drake. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but you know what? It's okay. He's got Frank trying to roll in. We got Ronald Christie in the chat. What's up, Ronald? How you doing, man? You know what? That's not even Frank Drake. You know what? I'm not even gonna try to say names anymore. If I don't know the name, it is what it is. Oh, boom! He said, "That's right. Cancel that combat, sir." He said, "Please cancel that combat." And now we have 2 attackers, 3 protectors, and a possible move from Crimson Cowl if he can get through there. I don't know if he can. Cowl cannot strike either one of those sentinels. He paid the red for Crimson Cowl. I can't even see what that says. I feel sad. All right, looks like that is it. Kelly wins the game. He says, "Thank you very much for coming. Politics are my thing." Game 2. So Hector took game 1. As you can see, this deck can get really fast, really big, ramp up really quickly. Um, Hector went into the lab. He said, "I can't play mono because they're gonna expect it." He was gonna run Sinister 6 back, but we were like, Hector, hold on, man. We got an idea for you." So now we're going through our super shuffles, and it's kind of hard. It's hard on both guys. Hard on both guys. It's pretty much whoever gets the better draw, because this is a really even match. Through all of our testing, it was pretty much 45-55. I won't say whose favor it was in, but it was definitely 45-55. And it came down to player ability, cards in hand, and just how quickly you went off. So we might be getting a game 3. Who knows? This time, Earl gets to pick who goes first again. We're just all excited. We're all excited that this is happening. While we wait, let's reminisce. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. When I went to Gen Con, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be a Gen Con master. I'm gonna come to Gen Con. I'm gonna play something crazy. I'm gonna play Phoenix. Nobody doesn't know what it is. This is during the era where Thor was just running rampant. Like if you weren't playing Thor, you weren't winning. Period. And well, I went in there with Phoenix, and the previous statement is 100% true. During that time, if you were not playing Thor, you did not win. I got my face beaten in so bad that I'm pretty sure I went 0-6, but I was a trooper because I did not drop. All those people that go 0-3 and drop, I hate you. You break my tiebreakers every single time. Let's talk about these sleeves he's running. I mean, if you're running these sleeves, I kind of feel like you're obligated to run either Spider-Man or Venom. I kind of think you dropped the ball in that one, Earl. But you know what? We don't give you a pass because you got this crazy Crimson Cowl deck. I don't know if you guys have taken the time to look at these deck lists. These deck lists are insane. With everything that's coming out right now, you can definitely lowball your opponents. You got sitting here with a hound in the back row. People are afraid to recruit their Dark Phoenix now. It's like, oh, that's nice. You've ramped up to 9, and now none of your characters have any freaking game text. Good luck. But I think a really good example of that was Bert's deck, where he just had a really powerful MC in the front, and everybody in the back was just saying, "Come at me, bro," and they couldn't come out them. He was sitting. I think he had Maker and Forge and the entire original X-Men cast in his support row, all rooting for Rogue. I think he even got a couple of Monstars in there. I could have saw Jordan from the back row, but anyway, might have been Steph Curry. So it looks like we're shuffling up. We're going into our card counts. I think they're doing the special cuts right now. Well, Hector's in his special cut, and Earl is now in his special cut. Uh, I'm wrong. Stop listening to me, guys. I'm horrible at this. My apologies. So Hector looks at the first 3 cards of his hand, and he says Mulligan ASAP. So it looks like Earl's picking up his hand. He's got a 7 count. He's going through, trying to see what exactly he can do, thinking of all his options, thinking of his outs. This is game time. When you come in as a top seed and you lose game 1, it's a little pressure because you're expected to win that first game. It's like the Lakers playing the Hornets. You know what I'm saying? The Hornets are obviously going to win. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, I'm a Lakers fan, guys. Born and raised in California. Lakers always win. I don't like LeBron. I'm conflicted. It's really, really tedious every time I watch one of their games. Like, I don't root for him at all, but I'm really happy when the Lakers win. So, Hector's going into a special cut right now. And you know what? I really want to take the time to appreciate the fact that everyone on stream has taken care of their nails. I can't stress this enough. I do not want to see any card players on stream with dirty nails. I will stop the stream and make you go cut and clean those things, man. We are in a pandemic. You should be washing and grooming your nails every 30 seconds. So, jumping into game 2, Crimson Cowl going first. Crimson Cowl sets his his major resource, saying that come get me, bro, and he puts down a Zemo. Now Zemo on turn 1 is like, boom, come at me. He's gonna look for a card. Looks like he's got a Kelly. He's got 2 Kellys. He's got Ultron, a yellow. It looks like he's got a nice setup. Looks like he's taking Ultron out of his hand, and he says, "Good luck with the rest. I can take care of it all." No out of time loop on turn 1. He does not attack, and Doctor Doom draws his 2 cards and says, "I don't care that you just saw what I have. I have 2 more. What's up?" Hector sets the yellow that we all know that he had. I gotta admit, I really like the art on this Academy. I don't know. It's cute. Practically a god of destruction from Dragon Ball Z, just playing with some building blocks, trying to spell names and stuff. I'm not sure if I can curse or not. I don't think I put the adult filter on. So Hector's thinking of all his options. There are so many combos in his deck. It takes a really long time to settle down and try to figure out exactly how to do it. Looks like he's gonna invent something. I don't know if the invention's coming soon. Boom, right into his hand. Again, you do not have to show that. Don't tell anybody else. What happened on the other side of the bracket? Hey, Jab Strong Fierce 1. Wait, why do I know that? It's like the opening to the Raging Demon. Anyway, on the other side of the bracket, the big 3 came and decided that they wanted to see the finals more than their counterparts, so they took that 2-1. Everybody was so sad because nobody wants to see the big 3 in the finals, but you know what? We do. Because I don't mind wiping that smirk off of Bert's face. Like, I will come for him. even though he's not in my actual bracket. So, Doctor Doom, of course, invented the machine. We have the Sentinels coming out for free. So the first Sentinel that he brought out, he's oh snaps, he's flooding Sentinels right now. He said, "You cannot come at me, bro." Those are the Alpha Combat units, the self-replicating Alpha Combat units. What's happening now is that now he's going to he played a equipment, which is the machine, and now he is playing a plot twist, not paying the yellow so he can get an experience. He do not have to pay a yellow for that plot twist. You can just play it and not pay the yellow, which is great. We figured that out once we read the card. Anything that says you may, you do not have to do immediately or at all. So Doctor Doom has one experience. All he has to do is do that one more time, and he has level to a 7/7 flight range protector of all his people. So we got Crimson Cowl, set another resource, still got Zemo, still brought out Mantis. It is critical, critical that Mantis does not get KO'd. Mantis can sit there and not just sit there and look pretty. Looks like he's going to flip the wild for Helmet Zemo. He's going to see what's in his hand. What can he discard? He's got a Kelly, he's got a dagger, he's got a Kelly, and he's got a school for gifted youngsters. Never got my graduation cap from that. So it looks like he made him discard one of his two Kellys that is in his hand. And he said, okay, now it's time to take out everybody I can. At least that's what I think he's doing. We'll see. So Earl is now surveying his hand. He's trying to figure out what options he has. He knows he has to get through this wall of Sentinels. Looks like he got a Zemo going into a Sentinel. He's got a power up, trying to save him, making sure Zemo can strike again. So Zemo now is at 3-2. Looks like we got Mantis and Crimson Cowl. Mantis goes in, obviously. No reason not to do that. Other Sentinel gets smacked in his face. Sad faces. Crimson Cowl sitting there saying, I don't know if I want to do this. It might be risky, but you know what? YOLO, because I am down a game. He does not. Oh, he passes. He passes and says, Crimson Cowl is going to stand here and look pretty because I'm sexy like that. Dr. Doom said, I don't care that you're sexy. So Dr. Doom is sitting now. He's protecting his invention. He said, I'm still working on this, still putting some upgrades. I swear to God, if somebody took my 3mm wrench, I'm gonna throw something at somebody else. Did they ever touch base on Dr. Doom's mom? I don't think they did. It's Mother's Day. I kind of feel like we should have changed the MCs and we should have went with some moms. But it's all good. Hector thinking about his game plan. He can't see what he set there. Looks like Dr. Doom has the ability to invent something else if he wants to. It's gonna be, gotta say, it's gonna be interesting. We saw some of his hand already. We know that one of the one of the cards that he drew was the wild for Doctor Doom. We don't know the other card. Helmet Zemo has come out and he has put in work. He made him discard Ultron and he made him discard one Senator Kelly. Zemo saying, I read things, I know things. I'm here to take away your advantage. So while Hector surveys, trying to figure out what his best move is, also, shout out to the mat for Let's Get Dangerous. The reason why Hector said that I needed to commentate this is because he wanted to show off his mat. So if press 1 in the chat for the mat, 1 in the chat for Matt. Whoop whoop. Sorry, guys. Had to respond to the girlfriend. You know how that is. It's Mother's Day. Got to make sure you keep her a priority, even though versus is life. Hector's still thinking. I think Earl raised his hand for a judge for soul play, but you know what? Online tournament. You got all night. We're here until we're not. This is one of those stressful times right now. You see the elbows on the table. He's probably massaging his dome right now. He's trying to think of all the things. You know what gets me about these two guys? I don't know about anybody else, but their decks are just so messy. I just want to tighten them up real quick. Maybe that's a little OCD on my part. I can confirm to you guys that Hector's screen is not frozen. His brain might be a little bit, but that's okay. It's 8:36 on Mother's Day. Probably got put through the ringer today. I'm pretty sure he did about 6 loads of laundry. 3 loads were just blankets. 1 load of sheets. You can see Earl's doing the finger tap, getting a little impatient. But it's okay. Because Hector said, I've made my decision. I know what I'm going to do. Heart of the cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, I'm sorry. I think I just got slapped with a cease and desist. I cannot say the word Yu-Gi-Oh! I almost did it again. Sorry. I was quick. You guys are fast. You're listening on everything, huh? So Hector threw in one of his time cards. I don't know if you guys watch World Series of Poker, but you need an extra 30 seconds to think about if you're going to fold while you have one pair ace high. Always fold on one pair ace high, guys. Oh, especially if you don't have the ace. The ace is on the board. Always fold. It's just not worth it. Especially for playing against me. All right, so looks like Hector is going for it right now. He said, I'm going to do things my way or the highway. And this time, he's going to let it all come out. He's putting the collar on. Who are we putting the collar on, Hector? The inhibitor collar. The inhibitor collar might be on Mantis. It might be on Zemo. Who knows? He's inventing another card right to his hand. He has 1 resource point left. And the inhibitor card is clutch. You know, if there's somebody on the field, Mantis, that you really just don't want their effect to go off no matter what, Mantis, you make sure you put that inhibitor collar on them so they can't do anything. And here we go. Let's start the loop. We got Senator Kelly. Come to play. He costs 1. I'm sorry, he costs 2. Inhibitor collar costs 1. That's right. You don't have enough resources. Unfortunately. Looks like they caught it, picked it up, back in his hand, rethinking, miscalculations. Somebody left a 1 in Excel. For all my coders out there, it's an open bracket. So it looks like we got Dagger hitting the field. That is a 1 cost character thanks to Machine. Looks like Dagger's going to sit there and say, I'm pretty, you're not. Come at me, bro. We'll see what happens. And we put the weapon on Dr. Doom. So I am going to assume that he gave Dr. Doom. Let me just double check. Let's see. So he has range and +5 attack or +5 defense. I would like to assume that he gave Dr. Doom that +5 defense so he can protect Dagger in the back row. That's a little hard for Crimson Cowl to get over. He's going to need some type of smack in the face in order to get Dr. Doom down, since Dr. Doom is now a 2/9 with flight and range. Level 1, by the way. 2/9 flight and range. Man, can you imagine Rogue trying to stun that? You're gonna see Cowl hit the field, see like weird copies of Rogue hitting the KO pile. It's just not happening. You hear us, Bert? It's not happening. So now talking to each other, letting everybody know that inhibitor collar is definitely 100% still there. Looks like Hector is just reading it up. Oh, I see what happened. He could not equip the inhibitor collar because he did not have a sentinel on the field. All right. So the collar is back in hand. Looks like Tradesies on Cowl. And then Doom is going to fly over and, if I'm not mistaken, smack Zemo in the face. Cowl with his Crimson Cowl with his first wound. Mantis still in the field. Machine still in the field. Going into turn 3 for Crimson Cowl. So draws his 2, sets his resource. Boom, first experience, Avengers Mansion. That's just rude. So I'm going to use your resources because they look better. And we got the man formerly known as Frank Drake. I'm sorry, I just don't know his name. I don't know the new cards. But I do know he's an inventor. I do know he says, I come see these all day, every day. Out of time. Boop. Oh, no. Blinked. Blinked. That hurts. Mantis says, I destroy machines. I don't know how I did it. I threw some water on it and it just exploded. Hector saying, you know what? It's okay because we can still do this. Draws his 2 for his turn, flips it up, says, I got this no matter what, hopefully. Let's go, let's get dangerous. Shout out to Team Buckeye, though. Team Buckeye came up with some really cool. Oh, okay, the chat came through. Chat came through. I am trying to keep the chat on the screen as much as possible. Unfortunately, it's a little bit tough for me to trying to go back and forth and get everything on stream. But shout out to C Stacks for coming through and letting us know. Yeah, no Sentinel, can't collar. Appreciate it, guys. Keep us on track. Keep us honest. We want to make sure that everything is going right. We do forget things sometimes, especially when we play fast. You know what I'm saying? So Hector drew his 2 cards, looking at his hand, wondering what he can do. That out of time came at the perfect moment. Here we go. Now we got the Sentinel on the field. We got 2 Sentinels. Now we're putting the inhibitor collar on Mantis, not allowing Crimson Cowl to ramp. That is highly important. We are checking to see what are the stats of our Sentinels and what keywords they have. I will try to keep an eye on the chat since you guys do know a lot of this better than I do. Want to make sure that we do stay honest and we keep the players honest as well. So we have a 3-3 fighter type. Don't worry, I'm gonna get the name right now, guys. I promise. I promise. If I had a better computer, it would be a lot faster. So we have a 3-3 Alpha Combat unit, and it looks we have a 1-1 executive unit, and it looks like they're going to team attack into the 4-4 in the back. Or are they going to team attack? Who are they team attacking? They're team attacking Mantis. So Mantis gets exploded. Looks like they have leader, and he had to strike back on the 3-3 Sentinel. Passes his turn, and Earl draws for his turn. Crimson Cowl comes back. Dr. Doom comes back, and he says, I am back. I am here. Have no fear. Is Doom exhausted? No, he's not exhausted. Stop it, Hector. Looks like they're discussing politics. One person wants to get taxed at 6%. The other wants to get taxed at 7%. I prefer not to be taxed at all. Zemo making his own shelter. Says, you have Latveria. I have the kitchen. Turn 4. Recruit Mr. Discard your hand. Everybody loves him. Right? That's the rule. Like, you have to love Supergiant. Like, that is the absolute rule. Looks like Hector had one card in his hand. So we're going to reveal top 5, looking for one-of-a-kind equipment. Whiffs, top 6, I'm sorry. Whiffs on the one-of-a-kind equipment. Shuffle up the deck. Looks like he's going to be cutting 10 cards off the top. I like that purple dice. I might have to steal it. I am not sorry. 1, 2, 3. Chocolate. All right, there we go. Does anybody else remember Count Chocula? Wasn't he like a G? I remember his commercials too. I always thought he was like a cool dude. But then again, I always liked math, so don't mind me. I'm weird. So we got everybody on the field staring down 2 Sentinels and Doom. Doom saying, "What's good? Come see me." So the artist formerly known as Frank Drake attacks into the 3/3 Sentinel. 3/3 Sentinel says bye bye. He can no longer strike the I'm just gonna call them the fighter types. You guys know what I'm talking about. Executive got punched in the face by Mr. Super Duper Hand Destruction, but it's okay because that was the first model of the executive types. Hector draws for his turn, surveys his hand. Now a 2/9 Doctor Doom can essentially put in some work. I don't know if that's the route that he's going to go. Don't worry, guys. They cannot hear me. I am muted from their ears. Executive type comes out on the field. Believe that's the executive type. Yes, it is the executive type. Dr. Doom does punch Crimson Cowl in his face. And he does pass his turn. Now, Hector, it looks like he did not put the counters on the executive type. I'm not sure if that's mandatory or if that's... reading the card, it looks like it's mandatory. I am not a judge, so I can't pop in there and say anything. We don't know if they're verbally discussing it. What we do know is that Earl drew for his turn, and he's trying to figure out how he can battle this. So Crimson Cow is going to smack the executive type. And in their turn, Hector's going to draw his 2. Surveying his hand, trying to figure out how he can get this back up, get it back rolling. Dr. Doom's ready. Now this is interesting. It looks like he's going through his invention pile, seeing if there's anything that he can pull up. Right now, I believe Doom has 1 wound on him. I think that's what the dice is that's next to Hector. I'm sorry, next to his level 2 Dr. Doom. He is going to be playing an invention, and he invented Doombot. 4, 5. It is turn 5, so now he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So now he has a Sentinel and Doombot on the field, and it is now Hector's turn to try to go nuts. Doctor Doom is going to punch Crimson Cowl again. The Doombot is going to go ahead and get rid of the artist formerly known as Frank Drake. He is a 7/7 beastly beast. There we go. Now we got the counters on the executive type. Oh no, that's not that's the fighter. That is the fighter. He said punch, punch, punch. All right. Crimson Cowl drawing his 2, looking for all other outs, trying to figure it out. As we get later, boom, got his second XP. He says, well, you want to fight? I can fight too. Come at me, bro. Come at me. So now Ultron hits the field and he says, haha, it's been me the whole time, Avengers. Now I shall take over your computers and I shall learn that the world sucks and I'm going to destroy it. So we got a dark hold on Ultron. I think we all know what's coming now. That's right. Out of time. Everybody leaves. Well, the main guys leave. Out of time goes back to the hand. We all know this loop. Endless loop. So now we're drawing 2. And I don't know. It's interesting. The out of time loop does hurt. It does hurt Doctor Doom where he cannot level, he cannot invent. And we do know that Ultron is pretty top heavy. Looks like they're looking for a hand count. Hector has 2 cards in his hand. He's surveying the field, trying to figure out what he can do, what options he has. Boom, Moonstone came down and said, what's goody 2 shoes? Come see Doombot, my 7/7 beat stick. Bam, smack in the face. This is payback for making me discard my hand. I don't like you. See the board. Kiss Doctor Strange. Obviously, that is the end of the turn. Everybody comes back. Doom says, no worries. I am always front and center. This is how we move. This is how we do it. Montel Jordan. Hector's trying to figure out where he wants Doom. Looks like he's going to put him in the back row. A 2/9 level 1 in the back row is still pretty intense, especially if you got Doombot sitting there. You got to get through Doombot and a fighter type in the front. Who knows what kind of keywords that man has? Probably has like a acrobatic dodge saved up in his butt. You know, machines, man, they do the weirdest stuff. Boom, Jungle Hunter. So Jungle Hunter comes out. We all know who Jungle Hunter is. Everybody hates this guy. I'm kidding. Dark Phoenix loves him. Dramatic entrance. What? So Jungle Hunter's hitting the field. He's got his jungle there, and he says, guess what? I'm coming for you, all of you in your back row. Can Jungle Hunter see? Wow, Jungle Hunter is going to attack 4/9 in the back row. They're doing the special cut. Special cut is 8. So Earl is going to shuffle his deck, and then he's going to take the top 8 cards off of his deck and put them on the bottom. That's how we are doing the contactless cuts. So that's 3. Pause. 4, 5, 6, 7. I am not sure if he did 8, but I'm pretty sure they would have said something if he didn't. And now we can only guess. That's right. Out of time loop. Doom is gone. Ultron is gone. He said, I'm hiding with Jarvis. And me and Jarvis are going to have a little chat. With no Tony Stark to protect them, who knows what's going to happen to Jarvis. Moonstone got punched in her face because Jungle Hunter says, you can't see me. Sorry, John Cena is probably tuning in right now. Going to get a second cease and desist order. That'll be interesting. Wonder if I can go for like the most cease and desist orders in one stream. See how many I can get. Oh, there's John Cena. Apparently, I can't see him because he signed the cease and desist order at the bottom. Hector drew for his turn. He's surveying, trying to figure out what his options are. It's looking a little rough. I'm not gonna lie, it looks a little rough. But the fact that he got Doombot on there, and plus Doctor Doom still only has one wound on him. He is still beefy. 2-9 hasn't leveled yet. Like when he levels, he might be if he still has that equipment on him, might be a 712 flight range. It's a little beefy. He remembers that Doombot is not frozen. No Icemans on the field. No 4 Icemans and Boomerang on the field. It's not how we do this. Not that kind of game. Hector's thinking. He's like, man, that Jungle Hunter was clutch. It was a good play. He got the right location. So it looks like we got Doombot going into Super Destructo Hando for a second wound, getting him out of there. Jungle Hunter sitting pretty. Ultron comes back behind Jungle Hunter like, peekaboo, I see you. Dr. Doom comes back and he's like, I see you too from back here. Oh, Dark Phoenix comes out and she says, give me that. Who is she taking? Obviously, she's taking the Doombot. Doombot says, what's Gucci? Dr. Doom, I have rebelled. Ultron rewrote my wiring, and now we're coming for you. And Dr. Doom is like, well, that hurts. I don't know what else to say. Funny enough, the only person on the field that can stun Dr. Doom right now is Ultron. Actually, no, that is right. Jungle Hunter is attacking for 9 because he gets a +3. Oh, he is attacking for 12. Excuse me, sir. Who hurt you? It is Mother's Day. You apologize to that woman. I don't know what happened to the other character. He had a Sentinel on the field. I don't know what happened. Looks like we have a little discussion. Not sure. That might be the token for Doombot. Not 100% sure. We're going to say it is. Not sure that we know the Doom. I'm going to pop in real quick and see if I can get the wound count on Doom. Hey guys, can you give us the wound count on Dr. Doom, please? We are not sure how many wounds he has. Thank you. Thank you, Hector. Thank you. All right, so I pop back out. There we go. That is a wound count. That is the first wound on Dr. Doom. So we have tricks. We got 5 wounds, 5 turns. Jean Grey is on the field. That was a problem when she came out immediately. Ultron with the Dark Hold sitting there like everybody will now do my bidding. I don't know how he hacked Jean Grey. You're not supposed to be able to hack. You're not supposed to be able to hack a superhuman mutant. There we go. Shout out to Jean, yo. Shout out to happy Mother's Day to Jean Grey, man. She's sitting here holding it down. So it looks like we got an executive type. Executive is gonna come out. It's gonna be a counting up the counters now. So that is Dr. Doom's XP counter. His XP counter is 1. His wound counter is 1. Hector like 1s. That's my alarm. Kids, as you get older, you have to start setting alarms to remind you to take your old people pills. That was my alarm. So after the stream, I will be going to take my old person pill. We got the executive out here. He is a 3/3 monster standing in front saying, I don't care if you are Jean Grey. They did not program fear into me. Dr. Doom, on the other hand, might be a little scared. But you know what? This is what top 4 is about. Top 4 is about testing the middle of your decks, pushing the limits, seeing how far you can go until you say, scoop it up, let's start game 3. And you know what? We are here for it because my mother is in California and I sent her a gift card to go eat dinner. So I don't have to cook. So boom, Mr. Five Drop. I think that is Wrecking Crew Five Drop. I'm not sure what he attacks. And we have the artist formerly known as Frank Drake out here representing the defenders 4-4 with range, saying, I don't care that you don't have fear programmed into you. Jungle Hunter says, that's right, I smacky for 12. And then he uses his own Doombot to crush that Sentinel, and that just hurts. And then looks like the Wrecking Crew is going to be attacking the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ugh, that hurts. So he's just showing him what he got. He got. It looks like they're counting up the Sentinels. How many Sentinels they got? He's gotten the KO power right now. These are a lot of Sentinels. He has gone through a lot of programming. None of it has been successful. The programming is an error. It was not coded by Elon Musk or Tony Stark. Shout out to Elon Musk, yo. You got to be brave to go on national television and tell everybody that you have Asperger's, man. Like, shout out to him. He's doing so many things, trying to get that free ride. Okay, just sorry, Stacks. I just saw the message that you sent to me at 8:41. I am slow. My apologies. Stacks gave me permission to let them know of any ruling, so he is in my inbox. He did send me a nude. He told me I cannot show his face. So that's going on the OnlyFans. Sub to my OnlyFans so you can see Stacks nudes. Dr. Doom is sitting there like, where there's a will, there's a way. I only have 2 wounds. You got to punch me in my mouth 4 more times. I don't think Jean Grey can do it. She is too nice of a human being to try to punch Dr. Doom in his face. So that's why she's going to send Jungle Hunter to do it. 10 viewers on the stream. What's up, guys? How are you doing? 10 viewers. That is in the entire Versus collective community. Thank you, everybody, for showing out. Appreciate it. Dr. Doom's looking rough, man. But you know what? There's no quit. There is no quit in this game. There's always something that you can do. Always something that you can pull out of your butt. Cypher coming in. He's like, "What's up? Let's discard some of these useless cards that we have in our hand right now. Probably all Sentinels." Kidding. I really hope they're not all Sentinels. So he paid a yellow, try to discard some cards, see what he's going to get rid of right now, see what he's going to chuck. He's got his elbows on the table again. Oh, viewers went down to 9. We must have lost C-Stacks. It's all gravy, baby. C-Stack says, I cannot post his nudes on my OnlyFans. So my subs just went down by like 16%. Everybody was waiting for it. Damn. All right, so Hector paid the yellow for Cypher. He's looking at his hand, trying to see what he can get rid of, trying to see if he has any out to this. Hey, you are welcome, sir. You are welcome. It looks like he chucked Ultron, which is weird. You are welcome for streaming. Key Bluer Powell. I do not know how to say that. I'm gonna call you KBP. Thanks for tuning in, supporting both teams. And again, shout out to Team Buckeye. They put together some really interesting decks, I mean, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but my Kingpin sucked. He crapped the bed so hard I was crying. All right, so Dr. Doom looks like he is inventing again. He said, I'm going to draw this out as long as possible, no matter what. Hoping for a miracle. Probably going to call in his best friend, Reed Richards. No, they're not friends? Oh, okay, my bad. I thought they were friends. They like the same stuff. Same taste in women. Hector's mulling over, thinking about it. Looks like, oh, almost. It didn't touch the pile. It didn't touch the hand. So it's okay. We're just. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. We lost video. We lost video from Earl. I'm gonna pop in and see if I can get them. I'm gonna tell them to pause real quick, see if we can get Earl back. Hey guys, pause for a second. We lost Earl's video. Let me unmute you guys so I can hear what you guys are saying. Earl, we lost your video. I don't know if you want to try to get that back real quick. I cannot hear Earl, so I do not know what happened.
Yeah, I actually can't hear him either.
Okay. Looks like he actually disconnected. We're, let's take a little break. We're gonna try to get him back. We're gonna reach out to his teammates, see what we can do, see if we can get him back in here. I don't want this to be one of those connection issue things because this was an interesting match. Let's give him a break. So Hector, man, how you feeling right now? How you feeling with what you got in your? Don't tell us what's in your hand, but how do you feel with might be coming back in this game? What do you think?
Yeah, honestly, I feel yeah, this is a tough game.
It's a tough game for you, right?
Okay, tough game.
Oh, looks like we got Earl back. He's getting his video set up. Oh, man down. All right, there we go. We got Earl back. We're gonna see. Currently his camera is in portrait mode, but you know what? We can't see the entire field. There we go.
There we
There we go.
go.
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened.
Hey, no worries, man. We just want to make sure
Cool.
that everything's all copacetic. We waited for you.
All right.
Cool.
I saw you played Cipher and
Yeah,
discarded.
I played Cipher, and then I invented, and I got out another Doom bot.
All right. And
All
how many
right.
cards do you have in hand?
I have a 4.
Perfect.
And
All right.
Earl, can you do us a favor? Can you adjust your camera so we can see your full field? Right now
Oh,
we're
yeah.
missing your front row.
I moved it around a little bit.
No worries, no worries.
All right. Sorry about that.
There we go. Uh hey, can you do me a favor? What's the three drops name? I've been calling him Franklin Drake and I know it's wrong.
It's close. It's Frank Drake.
Frank Drake. I was right. That's right. You all the chat was telling me I was wrong. All right. So I will go ahead and mute myself and then I will mute you two and then you guys can jump back in. Good luck to all.
Great.
Mute
Great.
you, mute
Okay.
you, and I will mute myself. Good luck, guys. And now you may play. Hector has recruited Doombot. Continue from there. All right. So we got Earl back. We made sure. He's he said he runs his internet through a can with a string. Hey, that's the only way to do it, man. Oh, Sean, what's up, Sean? Shout out to Sean, man. Everybody put F's in the chat for Sean. Real cool dude. Always up to grab a beer after he beats my face in. So we got Doombot going in. Doombot said, I'm here. You cannot reprogram me this time. Yo, for real though, one thing I will say, there is a lot of respect in this community, obviously, because of some other issues. There's a lot of disrespect in the community as well. But as Ultron takes his fourth wound, uh, I just like to say that there's a lot of respect in this community. People tend to always want to help each other, and that is the way it should be. We're not going to discuss previous events. We'll just say that the internet is the internet and leave it at that. So it looks like Doom said, I'm going to try to win this with Doom bots. He shot over the top of everybody with Moonstone in the back row, taking away their flight, and punched Ultron in the face, taking away his Darkhold. Now Ultron is sitting contemplating. I don't think he can do that 2 more times, but I'm a little worried. Which does not make sense because he literally has the board control of the Century right now. So we got a face down for Ultron. And He's recruiting probably a beef stick. Oh no, it's Mister Discard Your Hand. Mister Discard Your Hand. Nope, I can't say that with Trey songs in the background. Looks like he's going for a one of a kind. He whiffed on it, shuffling it up. Probably did it just to get a good shuffle. Because if you have that many resources and you're recruiting a 4-drop, it's problems. It's problems. But at the same time, he does have board control. It's going to be real hard for Doom to come back from this. But like I said, there have been crazier things. Crazier things have happened. You know, one thing I did not do before I started this stream? I did not get any water, and my mouth is dry right now. Sorry, girlfriend is texting me. I must respond. We all know how that is. All right, back to nerd stuff. So, I hope you were watching the stream because I was not, and I completely missed what happened. C stacks will be in my inbox if anything was done incorrectly. I know that for sure. Looks like we got Frank Drake in the back, punching Cypher in the face as he should, and then Mr. Discard Your Hand probably went into Moonstone. I'm not sure. That's exactly what happened. She got uppercutted in the face. And now Jungle Hunter does what he does best, and he hunts the jungle. Doom taking his 3rd wound. Oh, and we're going after the deck again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, that hurts. I just imagine like the card, the guy on the card, just like Frank Drake. He's like reaching into your deck, and he's like, "Give me that, all of it." Well, at least the top 5. Oh, that's right. 1 for each finger. I like it. I like it. I'm talking to myself. I'm a great conversationalist. In case you guys haven't figured that out. So it looks like he's trying to tally up all the sentinels. He's separating the sentinels from everybody else. There's a lot of characters in this KO pile. I bet Hector is wishing for a Silver Surfer right now, but that is not on the deck list. There was not space. We did not think the game would go that long. So Doombot flips up. Got Dr. Doom sitting there saying, where there's a will, there's a way. Cosmic power all the way. Now, I don't think Doom at this point can level. But you know what? He says, I'm still here for it. I'm still going to do this no matter what. Actually, no, he can. He could play Collar in some kind of a plot twist. So we'll see. Again, guys, they cannot hear me. I am not giving advice to anybody. Hector got his elbows on the table. He's checking his KO pile, trying to see if there is any answer in his deck to this immense board control that we got going on now. So we put out an executive sentinel. I hope they were keeping track of who hit what. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that 5? 5 execs in the KO pile? It's 5 updates that the executive unit has downloaded. So now you got a nice beefy 6'6" that Jean Grey is just laughing at right now. And, and shout out to everybody sticking with us. We knew this was probably going to be a long one. Both guys kind of crapped the bed early game, so this is going late right now, past some of your bedtimes. Kids, listen to your parents. They got more experience than you. Not in Fortnite though. Do not play your dad in Fortnite. That would just be embarrassing. Looks like Hector's rocking back and forth in the fetal position. It's okay, I've been there. 3 face downs and Kingpin. Man, hurt my soul. All right. So Hector's looking through his invention piles, seeing if there's anything that could save his life right now. I always thought, Doctor Doom should be able to invent whatever he wants. Like as long as he has a schematic, he can just be like, boop, put this in here, give it some power, tell my Doombot what to do, telepathically, of course. So now it looks like they're tallying up, seeing exactly what he can do, if anything. We have a 7/7 Doombot with 1 wound. We have a 6/6 executive type Sentinel and Doctor Doom on Hector's side. On Earl's side, we have Jungle Hunter. We have Super Discard Your Hand. We have Jean Grey. We have a Stolen Doombot. We have Mr. Attack Your Deck. We have Frank Drake. We have Ultron. And we also have a Partridge in a Pear Tree. Looks like Doom is going to invent. He said, no matter what, I will invent until the day I gain 6 wounds. It's what I do. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to grab some water. My throat is getting a little parched. Can't have that. Oh, and Doombot comes to the field and said, what's good? So now we're going to see if we can start punching some people in the face. Doombots are 7/7s. They are intense. There we go. Got a little little water. So both Doombots are in the front row. Might be going after a team attack. Who knows? Bet Hector is wishing that he had another Moonstone so he can just fly over, punch Ultron in his face again. We got a team attack. We got Doom and a Doombot going after somebody important. Going after Jean Grey. She said, I'm taking the Doombot with me, and installed LimeWire on it. The Doombots are going to clash with each other. Ultron's reprogramming was successful. And now, there you go. 6/6 Sentinel giving Ultron his 5th wound. Oh, man. Dreams do come true. We have some high level play coming here, sir. We have a deck that is not meant to go past turn 2, going against a deck that says I win whenever I want past turn 6. And Ultron is on his last wound. This is some high level stuff here, guys. Pay attention. You're only going to see this once, maybe twice. You guys see why I use Hector. He is a very smart player, very intelligent, very intuitive. And this is not taking anything away from Earl because honestly, I have no idea what Hector is doing either. So Dark Phoenix comes out and says, I do not know what she called. I'm going to pop in and see if I can see what Dark Phoenix called because that's important. 1 second. Let's see. I will talk to Earl. Hey, Earl,
Um,
1 second. My apologies. What did Dark Phoenix call?
I we were just talking about that. I'm gonna go ahead and call keywords.
All right. So Dark Phoenix has called keywords. Thank you, Earl. I'm going to go ahead and go back on mute for you guys.
All right.
All right. So Dark Phoenix has called keywords. So now that we know that Dark Phoenix is here to stay, and she is all powerful, Jean Grey has transformed into her more powerful self. Now it's going to be rough because without keywords, there's not much Hector can do to get that last wound on Ultron. So Dark Phoenix is going to come down and punch Doctor Doom in the face. Jean Grey did not appreciate that at all. And then the Doombot that Ultron took over is going to punch the Sentinel in the face and say, "You are inferior. Doombots for life." Mr. Steal Your Girl is going to punch Dagger in the face. He no longer cares about going after the deck. And now Hector gets to draw his two and see if he has any other outs. Doctor Doom only has 4 wounds. He said, I don't care. I have ways to do this. Let's get her done. Let's see. Ultron should have hit back. Ultron should have hit back, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Uh, Sean, please type out real quick what you mean by Ultron should have hit back. Unfortunately, I cannot stop the game unless C-Stack says so. I will mark it right now. We are on the 1 hour and 27 minute mark. If if it matters, we'll see what happens. No issue now. They say that everything is copacetic. Gilgamesh comes out and just makes things so much worse for Doom. Doom got punched in his face for the 5th wound. Hector said, "No, I don't care. We're gonna see this to the end. I only got 1 wound. All I have to do is put 1 wound on you, and I take it. Let's see if he got it." And it doesn't matter. Scooped it up. Going on to game 3. Game 3s. So Hector casually revealing the Mutant Registration Acts. I don't know if he had those in hand while the Sentinel was on the field and Dark Phoenix came out. He could have MCA'd her. There might have been a misplay. We don't know. Hopefully, that's not the case. Again, they cannot hear me. I am not giving them help. When Sentinel attacks Ultron, they should have traded, and then they fix the issue. Thanks, guys. Thanks for catching that. Again, I am so tired. So we're going into game 3, tied at 1-1. Thoughts and prayers out for Let's Get Dangerous right now. This is winner go home. Uh, Ohio, man. I'll let y'all rock on that. I'll let that rock on my stream. It's okay. So we're going into the Super Shovel. Going into game 3, both opponents, both guys got to be a little bit shaken. Ultron almost lost that one on a technicality. Crazy, crazy high level play from both players. But then, of course, as it usually happens, DP comes in and says, "Stop it. Stop it now." Hey, what's up, Iman? How you doing, man? Hey, yo, shout out to Thunder Pals, bro. Like, Thunder Pals has been keeping me in the card game scene for a while. If you don't know about it, look them up. Thunder Pals, the new wave. They will take you down and smash. They do not care what you say. Iman in here, he will pick Jigglypuff and make your life a living hell. But yeah, again, shameless plug. Thunder Pals. Shout out to Thunder Pals for letting me take over their Discord every once in a while for team meetings. So we are going into game 3. Game 3 is going to be do or die for both guys. Everybody's going all out no matter what. We're going to see what happens. Obviously, I'm rooting for my teammate Hector on Let's Get Dangerous, but again, Team Buckeye, Earl, Crimson Cowl. Wow, that is just amazing. The deck is great. It is very dangerous. It has the potential to ramp really quick. It can keep up with Dark Phoenix without a yellow, possibly with 2 yellows. And then Dr. Doom says, "I am intelligence incarnate." So here we go. The rolls are for the special cut. Again, they are rolling for each other to keep each player honest. You roll and you cut the top cards from the top of the deck, put them to the bottom. They are doing that for each time that they shuffle their deck to keep each other honest. All right, so now we're going into first hands, all important first hands. You always want to get a great draw on your first hand so you don't have to mulligan, so you don't have to shuffle those all important cards into your deck again. Looks like Earl says, "I am sending this back. There has got to be a better hand." Looks like Hector says the same thing. Sending it back. 100% need a better hand. Can't have what happened in game 2. And on the same point, Earl is saying, can't have what happened in game 1. Gotta have an answer. As we wait, please check out our sponsors. Our sponsors are Nothing and Nada. Nothing and Nada. We are not sponsored. Now, this, let's see what we got here. There you go. There's your top cut. Looks like Earl's taking 10. And, excuse me, I'll drink some water. Hector is taking 3. And here we go. These are the final first hands of this match. No matter what you draw, you are keeping it. Let's see if a tear sheds on either side of these mats. Hector was the loser of the final match, so he gets to pick if he's going first or second. Whenever somebody puts down a resource, that will let us know who went first. Shameless plug again. Shout out to T-Pals. Merchandise coming soon. $20.99. All right, so Dr. Doom's going first. Sets an Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters, even though Cyclops is like 35 and still in high school. How did they ever explain the Simpsons? Like, how long have they been in elementary school? Because they were in elementary school when I was in elementary school. I'm old. I don't think they ever explained that. I know in Family Guy they touched on it, but all right. So Cypher comes down. Cypher says, "I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna pitch these useless cards that I know I'm never gonna use, and I'm gonna see if I can set up a couple of turns." C-Stats corrected me. Said he's a teacher now. He must be 60 because he graduated at 40. You imagine learning like what math from Cyclops or history. I mean, history would make sense because he's old as dirt. Oh, and Zemo came out. Zemo says, "I am here. I am here to make your life hell." Flipping the wild for Zemo, saying, "Let me take a look at your hand. Let me see what you got." He's got a Kelly. He's got a Moonstone. He's got an Ultron. He's got a Sentinel. He's got an MCA. What are we doing here? He's taking out the Ultron. He says Ultron is important in your deck. I know how your deck works. Get him out of here. Dr. Doom's starting his turn. He says, "You know what? You might have that, but I have." All right, I thought Hector was going to play a resource a little bit faster. That was supposed to be a really cool timing, and I just messed it up. My bad. So we got a face down on Dr. Doom's side. Never a good look, especially with Inventor. It's not looking good for our boys over here on Let's Get Dangerous. He's checking his KO pile. He says, "Darn, that was supposed to be my turn 2 play." But it's okay. It's okay because as you saw last game, we can work this out. By we, I mean Hector, because obviously I am not playing this game. Sentinel comes out. That is an executive type. Executive type, self-replicating. There are no copies in the KO pile, so he is just a 1/1 right now. And then we're going to put the inhibitor collar. More than likely, that's going on Zemo. Only because it is literally the only supporting character on the field. On Earl's side. And the Sentinel will hide. He will hide in the back row and say, "I am still downloading updates. Please hold." Windows must have restarted on him about 4 times by now. Shout out to the Utah Jazz, by the way. They clinched the division in the Western Conference for basketball. I know I'm probably the only person that watches basketball on the stream, but shout out to me because I'm awesome. So we got another wild for Zemo specifically, but he does have a collar on him. So instead, he's gonna pop the top 5, I think it is. Global information. Just double check. I hate to give you guys the wrong information. Yes, he will pop the top 5. He will put 1 in his hand. Bucks fan. Yo, you might want to talk to your boys because every time they get to the playoffs, they just stop playing. I mean, I love the team, great team, but they got to show up, man. They have the best chance to win the East. Well, not anymore, but that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're here for. So Earl has picked his card. He said, "This is the card in my hand that will win me the game down the road." Global will go to Global will go to the KO pile. Sorry about that, Jason. Don't worry, Jason Roosevelt. I am with you. I kind of worried about my Lakers too, but again, we are not here for basketball. So my apologies to the chat. So it looks like we're doing hand counts, we're doing formations, we're doing recruits. We're trying to figure out what we can do. Earl's looking through his hand. He's like, "You know what? I don't care. I got this." He's going to play another one, discarding a Los Angeles from his hand. He is fishing for something special. Probably looking for the chocolate cake that I ate. I'm so sorry, Earl. I did not know that was for your mom. Edible arrangements are expensive on Mother Day, guys. I looked it up today. It was like $60 for 1 rose. It wasn't even edible. I was very sad. Luckily, I got that gift card early. So he has picked his card. It has gone to his hand. Looks like he's gonna out of time. and say, pass his turn. Hector came out. He said, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Fixing up his deck a little bit. It is still not straight. Man, that gets me. Hector surveying his hand. Knows that Dr. Doom is on the field. He cannot invent right now. Inhibitor collar is on Zemo, which was great because he did show the Zemo location on turn 2. That would have been another card out of Hector's hand. Nobody likes losing cards. We all remember Thanos. We are not going to talk about it. I might talk about it a little bit. Hashtag bring back the old Thanos. No, but really, can we actually talk about that? Isn't there so many broken things in the game that Thanos would not even be that great right now? Can we talk about that? Because it's true. Like, Kelly's winning on turn 2, guys. Bring back old Thanos. Let's do this. Hector said, boom, I got my attack sentinel. He got his laser hands. He's going to go pew pew on somebody eventually. We don't know what keyword that one has, but I'm going to say, oh, there you go. There you go, Iman. Snap back Thanos. I like that. I like that. That's going to be the new hashtag. If anybody was around way back in the day when I was doing the hashtag of bring back the old Thanos under every post, that's what it was all about. So Cypher is in the front. He said, I will hold down this front row. No problems whatsoever. He's trying to figure out if he wants to smack him or not. He says, I got this. Smacking Zemo in the face, sending the collar to the KO pile along with Zemo. Collar's just going to stay on the board because it is a cool picture. My man's is extremely stressed in that picture. It looks like somebody stole his cornbread and didn't eat it. Like they stole it and threw it in the garbage. That is upsetting. Crimson Cowl sets his Los Angeles. Love that location, by the way. Love that location. If anybody plays against me and they call Los Angeles to get out of my deck, they are going to get all 4 because I love that card. Looks like we got Frank Drake 3-3. I'm sorry, 4-4 back row. Oh, but the front row of Hector says I eat those 4 attacks, bro. I mean, I will get smacked, but I eat those 4 attacks, bro. It is a waste of cornbread, Iman. It is a waste of cornbread. But nobody's going to fish that out. It's just the way it is. So Frank Drake says that I go hard in the paint. He's smacking Dr. Doom in the face. Dr. Doom says, don't worry, I will eat those. I'm not opposed to eating those. Crimson Cowl is going to smack Cypher in the face and say, get out of here. I compute numbers better than you. I cracked your code. Your Cypher sucks. So here we are. We're going into turn 4 for Hector. And turn 4 is usually when things start to get a little bit spicy. Hey, what's up, D? D's in the chat. D's in the chat. Shout out to Thunder Pal showing support, man. Really appreciate it, you guys. Thanks for coming out. These guys have really carried me through every card game possible. I would not be who I am today without them. Shout out to them. I'm lying. I would definitely be myself. I am so original. All right, so we got another executive type. Now they're all hitting the front row. I think we know what's about to happen. Boom, Kelly came out. He's starting to argue. He's starting to debate. Crimson Cowl is like, I don't understand. I hate your logic. It's stupid. You suck. But Kelly is still here. He says, I'm here and I represent everyone. all robots alike. Hector's contemplating, not sure what he wants to do right now, but he does have four flight and range defenders in the front of Senator Kelly. They are acting as his podium. We got another Los Angeles for Crimson Cowl. Beefing him up real quick. He said, "I don't know what Crimson Cowl got some choices to make here." Now, I believe that both of them can smack either Sentinel at this point. Uh, Looks like we got super giant discarding cards. And oh, boom, he said MCA. We are not doing that. We are not going for a one of a kind. And you are not discarding my hand. We are going to play this fair and square. All right, so we're going to pay a yellow for an invention for Frank Drake. His invention pile does have the same sleeves, but pretty sure that's okay. Just as long as he takes them out of his KO pile before he shuffles his deck. Invention goes to the hand. It looks like it's coming out right away. Or not. Boom. It is the gun of all guns. I can't read it. I'm sorry, guys. I got bad eyes. Trying to find it on the TCG browser. It's not on the browser, but we do know what that does. It removes one from the deck. Exorcist Gun. Thank you, C-Stacks. Shout out to C-Stacks. He's been on this stream the whole time. Exorcist Gun has been played. It looks like he did smack a Sentinel, so that means that Hector has to go in his deck and remove another one of those Sentinels from the game. Looks like they have a slight discussion. Let's see. I'm gonna pop in and see if they need anything real quick. It looks like they're having a discussion. Okay. Okay, it looks like we're good. We're good. So he is taking the Sentinels out of the deck. C-Stacks is here if they have a question. It looks like they figured it out. The Exorcist Gun did say, "Come at me, bro." Got all the Sentinels. I'm not sure if that's how Exorcist Gun works, but if it does, that is brutal. I thought it was only one other. So Hector's going to cut 6 cards off the top of his deck. 6 cards. I'll pull up the wording, but this should be correct. Thank you, C Stacks. Appreciate it. Thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. I'm not really a top streamer or anything like that, but the likes do mean a lot to my soul. So he's doing 6 off the top. That is how we are doing the COVID cut. The COVID cut. Your opponent rolls the dice. You take that amount of cards off the top of your deck, put them on the bottom. That is the shuffle cut. So now, Mr. Drop Your Hand. Looks like he's going in for the attack Sentinel. He can no longer strike them. And now Crimson Cowl is going in, hitting the other Sentinel. He can no longer strike them either. Next turn, Senator Kelly gets his first counter. Boom. That's on him. One more turn. If if Kelly survives, that is GG. This is a very intense match. shout out to everybody watching the stream, guys. Thanks for sticking around. This is an intense match. This is win or go home for Let's Get Dangerous. Let's Get Dangerous needs to pull this out, or there will not be a game 3 that I will be streaming. Nah, I will stream if my teammates want to stream. I mean, obviously, play your games out, people. You never want to. Okay, let's see. If they were all the exact same card, then that's correct. If it was the can't be struck sentinel type, then it works. If it's the alpha combat type, it doesn't work because each one is different. I don't know. Not sure. All right, so it looks like we got Boomerang and we got Cypher. Boomerang is more than likely saying that a couple of people can't ready. Looks like Hector's got no cards in his hand. He's going all out. He knows this is it. They should be removed from game though, right? Not KO'd. Uh, I'm not sure. C-Stacks can comment on that. Um, it looks like Earl is going into his next turn. It was the executive type, so they should be removed from game. It looks like I was correct. Crimson Cowl and the artist formerly known as Frank Drake cannot ready. So right now, Earl has to get through two guys with flight and range, 1-1-4, and then also hit Kelly. He currently has one attacker on the field. He's thinking of his options. He's got a yellow and a Wakanda. He can invent something. He has options. Will any of those options help? We don't know. Let's find out. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this boomerang card, it is so powerful. I understand his stats are crap. 2-4. I get it. But man, does he come in and put in work, huh? This guy comes in and says, y'all can't ready. Or get rid of your equipments. Or kiss the floor. Like, are you serious? Or counters. Like, what? It's so many options for boomerang. And he's on a 4 drop, where literally turn 4 is like at turn 2 for most people now. So Earl is still surveying his options. It's looking kind of rough. I don't know if he has an option to this. Jason Roosevelt, he says Boomerang's power should be a superpower. You know what? If it was a superpower, I would agree. Superpower would be a little bit more balanced, making you pay for it. This is like the old school 3-drop singularity that was just broken, got broken so many times. Now, like what happens if you blink Boomerang? He can hold down your board for God knows how long if you keep blinking him. Man, I just gave Bert an idea. I know I did. Watching, he's gonna come with a Boomerang deck. I'm gonna be pissed. All right, so looks like they're discussing terms and conditions. He's reading the entire thing, as you should. Always read the terms and conditions. He's got Darkhold. Oh, looks like that's it. That's it. Okay. Let's unmute everybody. Let's get some talking in, guys. Got
Yeah,
zombie
yeah.
unmuted.
You're too fast for it. Too fast for it.
And
Yeah,
then,
but that helmet.
hey
I hate
guys.
that helmet, man.
Hey, so talk us through the last couple of turns real quick. I'm assuming Hector got that game.
Yes.
All right, congratulations. Let's Get Dangerous is still in the running, even though I crapped the bed a couple of days ago. So, guys, this was actually a really good match. Like, Hector, you had some pretty crazy plays on game 2. Did not see Ultron getting what he had 5 wounds on him. That was insane, bro. And then on top of that, Earl, man, you completely came back. You started stealing everything. You made Jungle Hunter smack people in the face 3 times in a row. It was a good back and forth. Um, Again, congratulations to both of you guys to making top 4. And really appreciated you guys letting me stream this.
Oh yeah, man. That was awesome. I after my Senator Kelly game two were taken out of commission, and I knew I had no chance to win with Senator Kelly. I was thinking about scooping right then and there,
Right,
and I was
right.
like, I'm gonna try my best to actually fight it out. And like I made some machinations, but once the eight drops hit the table, yeah, it was over.
Yeah, man. I honestly thought you were gonna scoop too because I know that I helped you test and we knew what was supposed to hit and what wasn't. So
Yeah.
I'm glad you stuck it out though because you showed that no matter what your deck might be able to pull through. But then Earl came back and he said, "No, no, your win conditions, Kelly. Stop it." So Earl, man, take us through a couple of plays. Like you had a lot of good. I don't know if you were top decking or if you were just holding on to the answers because you knew what was coming. You kind of had
I wa-
ESP there. Take us through the last
I-
couple of, especially on game two.
Oh, I knew what I had to do to win. I knew I needed the Zemos and the out of times early to get me into the later game. Um, game two on my mulligan, I had two Zemos and two Castle Zemos in my hand at my opening draw.
Oh man,
So I knew that I could ride that out. Um, the third game, I had a Zemo. I was hoping I could make him stick on the board a little bit longer, but the inhibitor collar shut him down, or I could have got another discard off or two with it.
right,
Um, so I didn't get another inhibitor collar. I was thinking about out of timing, in case you got a yellow, but I mean you didn't get the yellow, you got the boomerang, and that was, I mean, I couldn't get past it. So I could have invented an on at a time, but I still needed one more guy. I didn't have another low drop to get in and get Kelly, so I just scooped there.
okay, okay. Man, again, guys, it's kind of late. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours now. I just really say thank you, appreciate it. Make sure you guys take care of your moms today. Happy Mother's Day to everybody in your lives. And Hector, man, we got to talk about that Mets jersey, bro. We got to talk about that, bro. All right, guys. Thank you for
Okay.
tuning in, everybody. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Really appreciate it. Shout out to T Pals for showing love. Take care, everybody. Good luck to everybody else in the tournament.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.